was your week?
Stressful.
I was gonna go step on the scale so I could get a green. That's not what I was trying to do. I want sheets. What the
So
fuck is
she's whining and licking at the same time.
mm-hmm.
Yes, we're live, Neo. Live on YouTube, but probably not a lot. I'm dragging ass.
I had the longest day. It felt like 5. It was 5 days. What is? Look at me.
What?
Okay, you just had a dark spot on your lip. I was trying to figure out if this is on your face or. I don't know.
It's melanoma.
Well, that's what they're called. Sheets. There we go. She's gonna do that twirling wine thing she does. She's just so sad.
WebMD.
You should never look up your symptoms. It will always tell you you're dying.
Yeah. Take to TikTok.
That doesn't help. Michael.
Instead of cancer, you have autism. Or ADHD, one of the two.
Your goal this week
Was not happening.
You suck.
Yep. I'm telling you, I have had the worst run of the past 4 months.
Your goal was to stay green the rest of this week.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't do it?
Nope. I started this week okay. I was green yesterday.
When weren't you green?
All week last week.
All week?
Except for one day.
You were doing so good.
I know. I'm telling you, I've had a very, very rough go of things.
I'm red. It picks her up, right?
Kinda. This ain't happening.
Okay, I'll open the door. I suck too. Didn't lose 3 pounds or any weight. I didn't eat out, but had a carb overload, no calorie deficit, and didn't work out. Quit your shit. Okay.
We all suck this week.
We all suck this week. Looks like we're a bunch of red.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of red losers. Or not losers.
I'm green this week though, so.
And Chris isn't here yet, so I can't find out.
In order to stay green, I have to at least play 1 round and then probably walk for about 10 minutes. So I'm not getting to bed early, even though I have to get up early tomorrow.
Sucky.
I'm so fucking tired.
Try that. It'll probably put you in a sugar overload, but try it.
Yeah, there's 43 of the Chambord. Can't really chase much of the Chambord yet.
You don't get a chocolate raspberry?
Kinda. Maybe not enough raspberry, but
maybe too much of the chocolate.
It's hinted there. It's good. I'd drink it. But there's not much that I won't drink.
Vodka. Mike doesn't like vodka.
I don't mind the chocolate vodka and Dr. Pepper.
Tastes a little bit like a raspberry Tootsie Roll Pop.
Kinda. Anyway. Alright. So, yeah. So much enthusiasm.
So, how was your week? I mean, aside from you doing bad, but like what?
I get to listen to a squishing pig.
Mm-hmm. don't want to begin here.
What was the question?
The question was, how was your week aside from not being green? Like what?
Craptastic.
Why?
My stress has been dialed to 11 since January.
Well, I get that, but did you go to the gym last week?
A couple times. I didn't go yesterday. I didn't go yesterday.
Why?
Because I woke up, I was exhausted by the time I got
Yeah.
up. I even went to bed at 9:30 last night. But I got up this morning or yesterday morning and I could barely function. My brain just was not in it. And I know that if I go to the gym that tired, then
Oh, it just makes the rest of the day so much worse.
yeah, it just wiped me out even more, so I didn't go. Hey guys, the thumbnail is gross. Why are we talking about this? Because it's May.
I don't know what the thumbnail.
How is the thumbnail gross? It's just some dude's back.
Oh, okay, I didn't see the thumbnail.
That's not gross.
That's not gross.
In fact, it looks like he's got more freckles than anything.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
It could be your back.
I was looking. It's more hairier than that.
Well, your back hairier than that, but I mean, freckle-wise.
The hairy back. Oh yeah.
Freckle-wise.
The ones on my arms, though, that kind of goes with the topic today.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at.
Not just that, but all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk about it here in a moment. But yeah, the thumbnail could have been far grosser.
Oh, it could have. You could have.
We're gonna look for a really good festering cancerous growth,
You
which the internet is full of.
should have just taken a picture of my back too. It's not.
But anyway, May is Cancer Awareness Month. That's why.
Yeah.
Skin Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes.
It's an orange ribbon.
I didn't know it was an orange ribbon.
I didn't know that either until I looked it up.
Huh.
I'm easily grossed out. Also, there's skin issues in my family. I just don't like to be reminded.
Ah.
But if you're
They're
not
important.
if you're not reminded, you run the risk of dying from it.
Yeah.
Skin cancer is the leading cancer in the United States.
Uh-huh. I saved the webpage.
I looked it up.
Yep. Did you go to that site that I texted you?
No, probably not. I went to this one.
Oh.
The American Academy of Dermatology.
Yeah. The one that I sent you had a whole bunch of like hashtags and it had a whole
that hashtag you told me to use.
Yeah.
Nobody else is using it on YouTube.
No. Oh,
no.
okay.
But I used 2 other ones that were so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, I looked up the American Academy of Dermatology and the CDC.
Yep. I have. What do I hold up?
See, this is why I need a third monitor. I'm telling you. I'm gonna turn to Batman. I have 6 monitors everywhere.
I have the Mayo Clinic and the Skin Cancer Foundation, Skin Cancer Foundation. I was trying to read the website and the actual address.
Just read.
I know.
Look at the fucking logo. It says right there.
Well, that's what caught me. But then it's skincancer.org is what I pulled up.
Cool. But yeah, skin cancer issues in your family put you at greater risk. A lot of cancers are genetic.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're white. You know, white people are like way more likely to die from skin cancer than any other race.
Yes. Especially
Mexicans are Hispanic, I should say, are 33 in 100,000, and non-Hispanic blacks are 1 in 100,000.
Do you know why?
Because we don't have as much pigment.
It has to do with the melanin in the skin.
Yeah.
And how it reacts to the sun. And people like me who glow in the dark and burn. Guys, I got a sunburn driving from the airport to Mike's house, which is 9 miles, with the sunroof open. My head, right here, got a fucking sunburn driving 9 miles with the sunroof open.
White privilege.
Right?
We are more likely to die.
Yeah, so because the melanin is what helps you process the UV rays and stuff like that, and people who have less of it in their skin don't process it.
Yeah, are great risk of melanomas.
Yep.
Good times.
So it's actually one of the few things that white people have are more prevalent or more likely to get. There's so many other diseases and stuff that actually are less harmful to like, but skin cancer is one of those things that yeah, that's
Or that 1 in 5 Americans will develop skin cancer in their lifetime.
that's crazy. Mike has cancer.
We don't know if that's what that is.
Oh, I read about it. Hold on, I'll tell you. I have one of the websites has the different types of skin cancer.
Yeah, wears sunscreen every day. That's a good way to avoid it. I don't.
Skin cancer or sunscreen is very important
I
in the
suck
prevention.
when it comes to remembering to put on skin cancer.
too.
When I suck to put fuck it. I suck when it comes to putting on sunscreen lotion. God damn.
Oh, great. Now my hypochondria is going to come in. So,
But think of it this way: men are twice as likely to die from it than women. Male privilege.
I actually know why that happens too. It's silly. Do you know why?
No, I just read the stats.
Women are more conscious of their skin and their overall health than men are. Men tend to be like, no, it's not cancer. It's fine. I'm okay. Women are like, oh, that's a dark spot on my cheek. I don't like that. I better go talk to my doctor.
Cosmetic surgery for a fucking beauty mark. It's a freckle. Only put on sunscreen when I go to the beach. I haven't been in 14 years. Yeah. White male privilege. Yep, we're twice as likely to die from it, and we're more likely to contract skin cancer. Woo! Well, if everybody else can be proud of something.
There you
go. Women had a greater increase in incidence than men for both types of the NMSC. Where we go?
Non-melanoma skin cancer.
Non-melanoma skin cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Good times.
More than 1 million Americans are living with melanoma.
I said that earlier.
Oh, I didn't.
Maybe I didn't.
I don't think you did that one.
Yeah.
So it was kind of cool to look into it, read it. One of the reasons I brought this up is, so first of all, I have this weird spot on my shoulder that everybody keeps telling me, Sam, you really need to get that checked out. Pretty sure it's a skin cancer. I'm like, okay, guys, I have an appointment. Unfortunately, I had to make my appointment 3 months out. My appointment is on May 31st. But I had to, I made that appointment back in March.
Nice. And that's American healthcare system.
Yeah.
Woot.
But at work this last week, and I was
American privilege.
I was sad they didn't get to it. They did a workshop thing where you could go and they were doing skin cancer screenings and stuff like that, and it was kind of cool. And United paid for it. All we had to do was go. Well, it didn't fit in with my work schedule while I was at work to be able to stop by and check it out. But then I was like, I didn't realize we had a skin cancer awareness month. What the hell? So yesterday, Alyssa and I were talking about, she's like, you need to come up with a show topic. We're not doing anything else. We were walking in the pool. She's like, come up with a show topic. I'm like, I don't know. And she brought up, she's like, hey, when's your appointment to get your back checked? And I'm like, oh, it's at the end of May. And then I told her about missing the thing at work. And I look at her and I go, did you know May Skin Cancer Awareness Month? And she's like, what? Ooh, you know what? I think we're going to talk about that for the topic on the show today. Because there's lots of things that we can talk about with it. And it does fall into health and fitness and taking care of yourself. when I got home from work, my work paid for, so I don't know how much it is, but I know it's an app that everybody can use. It's called, hold on, it's Skin.io is the app, and it had me take, well,
We took 13 pictures,
13 pictures,
and then two of the close-ups of the spots that
I was concerned. Yeah.
The second one's a fucking mole.
I know it's a mole. It's been there most of my life.
Take a pair of fingernail clippers.
No, like, oh no.
I'm gonna have to do that with these two right here.
I thought about doing it with this one. Where are they?
We're
both Bills.
Wrong
these two right here.
These showed up when I was 12.
These I have trouble when I wear necklaces. It's one of the reasons I stopped wearing necklaces, because this one here would always get caught and it would start bleeding when I was wearing necklaces. So that's one of the reasons I quit wearing necklaces.
Pair of scissors.
Oh.
It'll just scab and then heal.
It would hurt and bleed? No, I'm okay. But it was really cool. It was.
I talking to a man who drilled into his Achilles tendon with a knife to cut out a wart.
Yeah. Doing the pictures was really cool, except I had to ask Mike. I was like, "Hey, will you come take pictures of me in my underwear? I know this sounds weird." He's like, "Do what?" It's for the skin cancer screening. So how you do it is you strip it, and it says there's a way to do it yourself, but I don't know how you do it yourself.
Yeah, that's when I was taking the pictures for you. It's like there's no fucking way someone's going to be able to do this themselves without having a tripod set up.
Yeah,
that is such. I had to do some weird ass fucking angles.
I know. So because it had to do head and shoulders and then torso, and I had to stand sideways, with my hand out and my thumb up and sideways, and I don't know.
It was dumb. But whatever.
But I got the report that not the actual report. So I got an email saying they got my pictures. Let me go back to it.
And we're selling them on OnlyFans.
As long as they give me money for it. It says success. Your Skin.io photos have been submitted. Does a mole map is what it says, and then it tells me we analyzed 615 spots on your skin. Yeah. I'm like, I got freckles, guys. What? 137 on my head. And I'm like, freckles? I don't know. 240 on my torso, and I'm like, well, okay, that makes sense. I mean, I got a lot of and 238 spots on my legs.
I don't know that. I don't notice. I've never noticed anything on your legs.
I know. I'm like, that's weird. Okay. But then it says, what's next? And it says your skin images have been encrypted and sent to an expert dermatologist for review. Expect your results soon. In the coming days, you'll receive an email with your results. Your results will either give you the all clear or recommend that you have an in-person follow-up. If it is recommended that you have an in-person follow-up, we can connect you to a physician in your area. Keep an eye out for the results. They're an essential part of your skin health journey.
So the doctor sends you a death certificate. No.
Please go to the ER. Do not pass go. Take yourself.
That's not good.
But I thought it was a really neat.
To save you the trouble.
I mean, I kind of think it's one of those. It's really neat the developments in our technology that.
Yeah, developments.
Mostly
depends.
Think about it. It's mostly has to do with how good the cameras are, because you could take pictures that were clear enough for a dermatologist to.
They do have those apps that can identify plants and shit just by taking pictures of them. So. Yeah.
No, if only it goes to a real doctor instead of some AI person.
Right? Goes to a real doctor and they save your pictures securely.
Yeah.
That's the issue.
Right?
You never know.
I know. But I really don't care. Nobody wants to look at those pictures. They're awkward and weird, and yeah.
Well, your Filipino fans would love them.
I'm sure they probably would, but I'm okay. Um, but let's see. One of the problems, especially people our age and a little older, when we were young, we were the generation that tanned using oil. I don't mean like suntan oil. I'm
oil.
talking like baby oil and this.
Yeah.
I never did that because I've always been a white girl, and I can't go outside without burning.
That's what. Just cook yourself out there. Butter me up.
I know so many girls that just used to go outside
I know
with lemon juice in their hair.
I never knew about the lemon juice thing.
Well, yeah, because it lightens it, and everybody wanted to be blondes. So or sun-in. We all use sun-in. I never did because I was blonde already. But sun-in.
Yeah, you naturally when you're outside, your hair changes color.
Oh yeah, it's so blonde. Yeah. So all these girls, my age, a little bit older.
Yep, I remember my neighbors using baby oil.
Yeah, put sun-in their hair and slather up in baby oil and go lay out in the sun. Well, now
all the while cooking your ass.
Now everybody's got skin cancer. Like,
what if it's related to just Gen X? That's what I wonder what the age group is.
I know. I was trying to look and see if there was anything that said
Gen
that.
X is like 3 times more likely.
Probably.
Yeah. I just have a bunch of bad stuff here, so if you want to bring up some positive before I scare the shit out of everybody.
Go ahead and scare shit, and I'm gonna try and.
The 5-year survival rate of people whose melanoma is detected and treated before it spreads to the lymph nodes is 99%. So you have a almost 100% chance of surviving if it's detected early. The survival rate, if it spreads to a nearby lymph node, drops down to 68%. Still decent odds. But if you wait too long and it spreads to distant lymph nodes, your survival rate drops to 30%.
Holy crap.
So, yeah.
Well, anytime cancer gets in your lymph nodes, no matter what kind of cancer it is a bad thing.
And this is distant lymph nodes. So if you let it go long enough and it spreads to shit that's on your crotch, like if you're on the shoulder, you're done.
You're fucked.
Might as well have that doctor send you that death certificate.
Right?
And don't make any fucking plans. Let's see. Oh, here's the. Nearly 20 Americans die from melanoma every day. In 2022, it is estimated that 7,650 deaths will be attributed to melanoma, 5,080 of them men, 2,570 of them women.
Wow.
So men are twice as likely. Men with melanoma have generally have lower survival rates than women. I wonder how much that attributes to stress. Men die far more often than women due to stress anyway.
Yeah. Overall death rates have drastically declined between 2014 and 2019.
By 4%. Nearly 4%. Woo!
That's drastic, apparently.
I don't know if 4% is drastic.
So, here's mine. There's 3 main types of skin cancer that the Mayo Clinic says that.
Marriage. That kills most men.
Okay, I'm gonna go back up here. So you can reduce your risk of skin cancer by limiting or avoid exposure to ultraviolet radiation.
That's what I have. Yeah. Reduce your risk.
Early detection of skin cancer gives you the greatest chance of successful skin cancer treatment. Skin cancer develops primarily on areas of sun-exposed skin, including the scalp, face, lips, ears, neck, chest, arms, and hands. And on the legs in women. I think it's because women tend to lay out and expose our whereas men tend to not. I know so many more women who lay out and tan than I do men.
Yeah. That's
It
a
can
decent
also
hypothesis.
form, but rarely on the palms of your hands, underneath your fingernails, toenails, or in your genital area.
Yeah.
And
See, I'll
one
be
of
on
the
the palms of my hands.
oh, okay. Skin cancer affects people of all skin tones, including those with darker complexions. It does say that people with darker skin tones typically end up with it on their hands and on the soles of their feet more often than the rest of their skin.
That's because
And I think it's probably like we were talking about the melanin.
Melanin.
There's less in darker skin people's
on their palms and
yeah.
soles of their feet.
Okay, so
very astute, Captain Obvious.
Yeah. So the three main types, there's a bunch of types, but the three main types are basal cell carcinoma. Basal cell carcinoma usually occurs in sun-exposed areas and may appear as a pearly or waxy bump, a flat flesh-colored or brown scar-like lesion.
Don't poke it.
A bleeding or scabbing sore that heals and returns.
I've never had anything like that.
A flat or flesh-colored or brown scar-like lesion.
That's not brown, it's purple.
It should
it's
be
not
brown.
a
It's
lesion.
because you're white.
It's not a lesion.
Okay. Then there's a squamous cell carcinoma. Most often, squamous cell carcinoma occurs on sun-exposed areas of your body. Duh. People with darker skin are more likely to develop squamous cell carcinoma on areas that aren't often exposed to the sun. It's typically a firm red nodule or a flat lesion with scaly or crusted surface.
So we should tell KDC not to do the, what's it called, where you're sun tanning your anus. There's a name for it. I can't remember what it is.
There is.
Where you put your legs up and you spread eagle and let the sun bake your ass.
Yeah. No. And then there's melanoma. Yeah, you should. Melanoma can develop anywhere on your body in otherwise normal skin or an existing mole that becomes cancerous. Melanoma most often appears on the face or the trunk of affected men. In women, this type of cancer most often develops on the lower legs. In both men and women, melanoma can occur on skin that hasn't been exposed to the sun.
Perineum tanning.
Perineum tanning.
Also called butthole sunning. I've never heard of that one, but if it's...
People claim that it has many health benefits, such as increased creativity. How shining butthole sun on your butthole increases focus, improve focus.
I don't know.
No.
It's holistic. What do you expect?
No.
Hey, blowing some sunshine up my ass makes me more creative.
Melanoma signs include a large brownish spot with darker speckles, a mole that can change in color, size, or feel that bleeds, a small lesion with a regular border, this is the one, that appears red, pink, white, blue, or blue-black.
It's purple. It's none of those.
It could be blue.
It's not blue.
A painful lesion that itches or burns. That one disturbs me.
Isn't that like syphilis?
I was going to say dark lesions on your palms.
It's
soles,
not gonorrhea. It's just skin cancer.
Fingers or toes, or on mucous membrane lining of your mouth, nose, vagina, or anus.
All right.
And then there's some lesser known ones. If you have those, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah, that like lists off like half of the venereal diseases out there.
Right? We're talking about skin cancer, not venereal diseases.
Oh. My apartment has a suntan machine, but I think I'm good on the tan department. Unless you want to do the perennial thing, spread your butt cheeks, let the sun or let the UV rays turn you creative.
That seems awkward. I burn too easy. Could you imagine having a sunburn there?
You got to see some of the shit out there. There's devices that men will use that essentially bombard your scrotum with UV rays. It's looks like a clamp that goes on your crotch. Red light blasting out the sides of it.
Why? Why?
Because it turns into an alpha male.
Or kills all your sperm.
Probably. But that's okay. Because if you're using a device like that, we don't want you procreating anyway.
Right?
You know, different strokes for different folks.
Just wow.
Yeah, there's nothing like getting a suntan or a sunburn on your perineum area. And when it starts to flake and having your that's how you find that's how you know you found the right woman is when she's willing to peel that area.
Ew.
When it flakes.
Could you imagine how painful a sunburn would be there?
Extremely. Then your underwear wrapping up from that.
Oh God. Makes my butt clench just like
No. That was as bad as butthole bleaching, but that's a story for another show.
Because we were talking about skin cancer, not buttholes. Jeez.
Colon cancer. I think it would turn. Anyway. What you got? We're doing good on topic.
I know.
32 minutes.
What
and we haven't even
I know. What do you got? I just looking.
I just
at
got
the
a
next
bunch
website.
of risk factors and stuff.
Okay, go ahead. I'm looking at the next website.
Excessive exposure to UV radiation from sunlight or use of indoor tanning also increases risk for all skin cancer types, as does a personal history of disease. There you go, Diana. If you're still watching, your family does have issues with skin, so that's something you want to keep an eye on. Make sure you don't do any perineum tanning. It's gonna be stuck in my head now. Or if you do, don't use baby oil.
No.
So lather up your crotch before going outside. It smells like beef and hot dogs out here.
Gross.
On the grill. The majority of melanoma cases are attributable to UV exposure. No shit.
Right?
Yeah, because it damages the cells, which then travel throughout your body, which is why it is a good idea to also eat blueberries because they are an antioxidant. Antioxidants clean the blood system of all those free radicals that are cancer-causing free radicals. Doesn't mean that a cup of blueberries is going to cure your cancer, but antioxidants do hold back the spread of cancer. I learned that a long time ago, and I think I wrote an article about it on Crossing Colorado's website.
I think you did, honestly.
So I remember I did the research for it of antioxidants, and blueberries are one of the best ones you can eat because it's a superfruit. Super fruity. Wow.
Okay.
Research suggests that regular sunscreen use may reduce risk of melanoma. The fuck you say? That's one of those no shit Sherlock moments.
Right?
Really? You mean something that protects me from UV rays will help me from UV rays? Well, I guess some people need practical advice. That's why they have warning labels on everything. Do not eat this. But look, I got a receiver and a pack of chiclets. I got music and gum.
Oh my goodness.
Higher melanoma rates among men may be due in part to lower rates of sun protection. See if that kind of goes along with what you were talking about earlier. How women are more conscious. Not to mention, it's kind of hard to absorb UV rays when you have like half a pound of makeup caked on your face.
And most makeup does have SPF in it.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't wear that kind of makeup. I don't even wear moisturizer. I should, because then I would have, but I don't. But most of the time, women put on at least a moisturizer that has sunblock in it, or most makeup has at least 15 SPF.
So when you're going through the makeup aisle, you look at the base and see if it has an SPF number on it.
Oh, this is interesting.
Here's one.
Oh, go ahead.
Sunburns during childhood or adolescence can increase the odds of developing melanoma later in life. Okay, so this kind of leads back to all of these freckles right here that I've got. When I was 18, 19, no, I think I was about 19 or 20, my brother and I rafted down the Ogden River in the middle of summer where there was hardly any water in the river. So we shredded the bottom of the raft.
Oh, God.
And by the time we got from the mouth of Ogden Canyon all the way to the bridge over Washington Boulevard, my arms were so blistered that the whole area right here, if you peel an orange and you take out the inner skin of the orange, you see all that ripple stuff of the orange?
Yeah,
that's what my arm looked like. It was nothing but a bunch of little teeny blisters just like the inside of an orange. And after they all eventually popped and it was nasty, it turned into nothing but a bunch of freckles. Now, they've actually faded quite a bit since I got older, but at one point it was like just these two parts of my arms.
So I don't know how much you can see of like the different pigments in my skin here, but this whole arm, both my arms actually, and onto my chest here, I massively have freckles all over because I used to spend from the time I was 14 until I was 18, I spent every summer at the lake. And while I would put sunscreen on, I spent the mornings out skiing, and I would get sunburned every weekend really bad. And when I was little, I just spent more time sunburned than I spent not. Because I don't tan. I burn, peel, and burn again.
Yeah, it's almost impossible for me to hold a tan.
Yeah.
Dad and Brian can go outside and tan instantly.
You got
my side with me.
From your mom.
Yeah, I go outside, burn, and I tan for a day.
Our poor girls had no hope. Donovan has a lot of dark skin in his family. That boy tans.
Everybody glows in the dark.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I will never forget Mike asking Erebeth one day. She was standing in front of his office door, and his office door is painted white.
Yeah.
And he's like, Erebeth, are you feeling okay?
She was pale beyond
And
belief.
she's like, yeah, I'm fine. Why? And he's like, you match my door. She matched the white painted door on a normal day. That bitch be white. So, some higher risk. It says, what causes skin cancer? And I'll go over a couple. I'm going to go over a couple of the ones you did there. But ultraviolet light, which we talked about, from the sun is the main cause of skin cancer. It can come from tanning beds, tanning booths, or sun lamps also. Anyone can get skin cancer. You're at higher risk if you have fair, light-colored skin with freckles, blonde or red hair, blue or green eyes. Oh, shit. Bucked.
Chris. You grew up in California, Hawaii, and had a nice tan in my younger years, but now my forearms look like cancer sticks.
Probably. You're at increased risk for melanoma, one of the most dangerous types of skin cancer, if you have unusual moles that change color, grow unevenly, or change in texture. A large number of moles, more than 50. Now, if you remember, my scan said they found 260 or 620.
That's how I don't see it. I'm thinking it probably picked up some of the darker freckles.
I think it's picking up the freckles.
I wonder if it's picking up the tattoos.
I probably picked up this tattoo. Everybody thinks this is cancer. Everybody's like, oh, you might want to get that mole checked out. So I'm like, it's a little tattoo, guys.
It's a mole the shape of a semicolon.
Yeah. A family history of melanoma or unusual moles. So my dad is a redhead that spent most of his life sunburned and has a very strong history. He's had a few spots removed from his skin. My aunt, also a redhead, has had a couple spots. She doesn't go outside without a giant sombrero, I swear. But because she's had so many spots and her doctor keeps telling her she's at risk and to stay out of the sun. Even my dad, when he goes out on the boat, wears a long sleeve sun shirt anymore. I'm like, it's a little late, guys. You should have been doing that when you were little, not now. But I guess, whatever.
Yeah.
Better
late than never.
Fair skin that burns easily. Again, I got sunburned driving home from work in the car, guys.
Erebeth gets sunburned opening the fridge.
Right. A personal history of many blistering sunburns, especially when you were a child or teenager, Michael.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
I had some very bad burns in my life. And not just from the sun either.
Yeah.
I burned myself on all kinds of stuff when I was a cook. I've had matching scars on both arms from the pan.
Some ideas to help prevent skin cancer or to protect yourself or stay out of the sun as much as possible between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Okay. I manage that.
It's great when you never leave the house.
Yeah. Cover up with long sleeves, long pants, or a long skirt, a hat, and sunglasses. Be 1,000 degrees outside, and you're like, I got a long sleeve shirt
I can't
and
even
some
wear
pants.
Yeah, I can't even wear a long sleeve shirt in winter.
Right?
I don't handle heat very well, and I generate so much of it that if I put on a sweater, I am like hyperventilating on the verge of death.
Because you can't.
I can't breathe.
Uses sunscreen with SPF 15 or higher. Now, it says that, but if you live somewhere higher altitudes, say Colorado or some areas in California,
it's 75 for us, ain't it? SPF.
No, you need to.
I know it's stupid. It's high.
You should be using. You realistically should, especially if you're a white person, like glow in the dark white. You should be wearing at least a 50 on your face and. But they make a 75, but that's just but you should, if you're at a higher altitude or very pale, and it doesn't say that on this site, you should definitely use something higher than a 15.
I mean, I can attest to that. When I lived in LA for 6 months, I walked every day. I was outside all the time, and I couldn't even get burned being that low.
Yeah, it's a huge difference between living somewhere that's
I do the same thing here. I'm outside
to sea level.
Yeah, I'm outside for 10 minutes and I'm turning red. In LA, I could be outside for like 8 hours and it wouldn't even faze me. I walked all the way across Los Angeles. I got 24,000 steps that day. Nothing happened. No redness, no pink, nothing.
No, your face got a little bit of.
I don't think I got pictures from it.
I thought it was a little.
No,
not sunburned, but definitely color change.
I didn't get anything from it.
Don't use.
I can bring the picture right now and show you.
Don't use indoor tanning machines.
See, that's one of the crappy things because I have psoriasis. One of the treatments for psoriasis is, can you guess?
Tanning.
Sunlight and tanning machines. But if I'm at high risk for getting cancer, so I gotta weigh one disease over another.
Much.
That what kind of bullshit is that?
And check your skin for changes regularly.
Well, my skin changes all the time. I'm always bleeding from somewhere. I have no idea how I cut myself.
Talking about like that.
My heel was bleeding, and I have no idea how the hell I cut it.
It's talking about things like that mole on my back. That it started off as like nothing, and then one day I was itching it, and I was like, "Hey,
and it bites you."
Will somebody take a look at this? This feels a little weird. And I think you were the first one who was like, that doesn't look good.
Solve that right now. Ready? Cut you open right here on YouTube. I get us flagged.
Yeah.
Cutter.
That's a gross box cutter. Do you know how much infection there would be in that cut?
How many things I've cut open with that?
Ew, that'd be so nasty.
Needs a new blade too, so it's not exactly
the
sharpest.
It's a dull ass nasty. Ew.
Be a slow slice. Saw. You got like 10 minutes to get through.
Yeah, that'd be so gross. No, I'm good, thanks.
It'd be gone. Goodness.
But what happened? It was an itch on my back, and I reached back and itched it, and I scratched a scab off, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" And I think it was you that was like, "That's a mole. That's weird." And so I had Erebeth take a picture of it. I was like, "Ooh, that doesn't look very good."
Crocodile Dundee surgery.
Right?
That's not a knife. Oh, it's not in here.
Oh,
That's not my sword. Shing, that's a knife.
why isn't it in here? It feels
in
like
my
where it
bedroom.
should be. Oh, it's in your closet.
No, it's leaning up against my door, I think.
Oh.
In my room. I just haven't hung it up yet. Now that I got anchors, I'm thinking about hanging it somewhere.
Oh.
That could
But
be only one.
But I mean, skin cancer, it is the most common, and I think that it's the one that people ignore the most. There's a misconception that it's not important. It's just on my skin, but you know what? Your skin is your most important organ.
Mm,
It's your largest organ. Maybe not.
largest. I don't know about most important.
It's one of. It keeps all the rest of the nasty world
Yeah,
out.
but you can have burns covering 60% of your body. But if 60% of your heart was missing, you got a lot bigger problems than skin cancer.
Right. But I mean, okay, it's one of the most important. Keeps all the
Holds
nasty
all your meat in.
Yeah.
We're just skeletons riding around in a meat suit covered by skin.
Uh-huh. Much.
Someone made a great analogy that we're spirits driving in flesh covered exoskeletons. Xeno, it was a mech warrior reference. Like, that's actually kind of accurate.
That's awesome.
Why be afraid of skeletons? We're all skeletons riding around in mech suits made of meat.
Uh,
You're not wrong.
but I mean, it's one of those things that people need to be more aware of and more cautious about it, because again, people are like, "Oh, it's just on my skin," but people die from skin cancer because they ignore it for so long, and it gets into your lymph nodes and it gets into.
Why do you think I'm letting this go? I'm looking forward to sleeping. Yeah, smack it. Now I can start. Now it's
I
starting
didn't
to
hit
hurt.
it. I
Yeah,
hit
you
you
did.
here.
No, I can feel it starting to hurt.
I hit. Look, this is where I hit you.
Damn, it's hurting. You hit me right
I
on
don't
it.
know. You can see the mark where I just hit you.
Your hand went all the way up here. I feel it tingling now. At first I thought it was a blackhead or some kind of weird mark, because I have a hole in my back that needs to be cleaned out regularly.
You have another one on the backside.
So she squoze it one time, like years ago, and it was fine. And then it slowly, after a good 5-10 seconds, it felt like somebody stabbed me with an ice pick. Fucking hurt.
Yes, Katie.
So smacking it was fine, and then it started hurting.
So Katie C says, Sam, were your ancestors Vikings, Nordic countries, like relatively short summers? What the fuck?
OBS disconnected.
So did nobody hear that?
Reconnected? I don't know.
Huh.
YouTube says we're still on.
Okay. But anyway, okay.
Yes, all right.
Most of my family is Danish. And so yeah.
Part of my family's Polish.
Yeah.
Explains a lot on one part of my family.
Right? I think my great grandparents came from Denmark.
Most of my family is English and German.
And then on my other side, I believe they're either Irish or Scottish. I'm not sure. So definitely northern hardy people.
I am half of Europe. My family, I was hailed from hoes and thieves.
I hail from Vikings and
murders. Actually, I've got a murder in my family.
I swear, I'm sure.
I'm telling you.
I know he totally killed that bitch.
The evidence lines up, and she was never seen again.
Yeah. She went back home.
Yeah. The Indians.
With no way to prove that.
Yeah, the Indians got her.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Long story, but yeah. There's a dark patch in my family who was Mormon, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We're ready for goals. We did a great job covering this topic.
Did
you should really put this
tell
up
anybody how else we can do? So practice sun safety. Stay in the shade, which is going to get harder and harder as the climates change because your shade's going to be less and less.
Yes. Wear hats.
Get ready for fog. Wear clothing that covers
Big
your
brim
arms
hats.
and legs. Wide brim to shade your face, head, ears, and neck. Just big ass sombrero.
Mm-hmm.
Wear sunglasses, wrap around, and block both UV and UVB rays.
Did you know that you can
my
get...
glasses are blocking.
There. Did you know you can get cancer, like basically skin cancer in your eyes from the sun? It was one of the other sites I didn't say was talking about like that's why you wear sunglasses. My friend Michelle was telling me she grew up in Michigan. When she moved out here, she had never wore sunglasses, and she went and saw an eye doctor, and the eye doctor was like, "You're not from here, are you?" And she's like, "No, why?" Because you need to start wearing sunglasses. You're bleaching your corneas.
Oh, but that's what happened to me. When I was 12, I stared at the sun for quite some time. I got hypnotized by it. Long story. But the next morning, I had the biggest headache, and everything was like red, like infrared. And it was in so much pain. I was crying into my pillow. And Mom at first didn't believe me. She was going to make me go to school anyway, but I couldn't see. Everything was red. And it was miserable. Now, I have such a sensitivity to light. Like these lights here are bothering me.
These lights are bothering me too. I was like,
bright light from the monitor. I don't do bright lights very well. And sound. I have a sensitivity to sound too.
There you go. Be sure to check out
Salt Lake City, the new dark Mormon Western by Michael Bruckner, available in Barnes & Noble. Oh, I could do that. Oh, I could turn my relative. No, because that's before.
I was going to say it's the wrong time period.
That was before. No, it's the same. It's the 1800s.
I know,
but I think
it's before
that happened before Shadows did.
Yeah.
So my main character for Shadows would be in his 20s or teens at that point.
Yeah, so
that could be what gets him started.
Maybe.
I wonder how many of my family I'd piss off.
Sam would be a very powerful Viking. She might be a descendant of Odin.
She has a battle axe at the house.
Dude, I love my battle. One thing I've always wanted to do, because I traveled to Renaissance Festival for years and stuff like that.
And it's sharp.
One of the costumes I've always wanted to do, but I want to be skinny to do it, is I really want to do like an Amazon Viking warrior type costume, which is why I have the battle axe, because I want to strap that bitch to my back.
We're gonna have to get covers for it though.
Yeah.
Right now it's got the cardboard with tape so that you don't cut yourself. But that fucker's sharp.
Must be time to let Nana in again. All we're teaching her is that's all she has to do to come inside.
But I can't sit here and ignore her and try to do a show with her trilling. You're
just teaching that's how you ask to come in your office.
How about if we open the door and then I put my foot right up in her ass? That way she knows that if she trills, the door opens, she's getting an ass whooping.
Poor Nana. That's just rude. Let her, Neo. Let her in. We let her in.
Out from my desk. Such a pain in the butt.
So I think we did a good job.
Yeah, we stayed on topic the whole show. Holy shit.
I'm very impressed with us.
So, are we all aware of Skin Cancer Awareness Month?
Yes, and we should very much take care of ourselves.
I think the reason why I feel weird about it is because we didn't really have a good climax. It was just kind of, here's some facts, throw out some stuff, and we're done.
We talked about it. We talked about it a lot. And made people aware.
Stop looking at my mark. caved in a long time ago.
Well, this is the second time she's been in here. We let her in the first time too.
Get away from my power switch. She likes to play by my computer. She's gonna flip the switch on my fucking power strip. It's gonna kill everything at once. And then I will kill everything at once.
What's the date today? The 7th?
Yeah. Yeah.
So they also do this weird thing. I think it's weird.
It'd be cool if Sam to take a DNA test and learn who her Viking ancestors were.
That would be pretty cool. I would like to do one of the like DNA testing.
I'm pretty sure the Vikings had like whores too.
They were whores. You have tips, examples, and made us aware. See?
Yeah. All right. Tip 1. Don't go rafting down a river that has no water in it for 8 hours without putting on sunscreen.
Very good.
Ow.
Realistically, the biggest tip is use sunscreen. You wear hats, wear sunglasses, take care of
SPF
yourself.
1000. In case you decide to vacation on the sun.
Just be aware, and when you're going out in the sun, take care of yourself.
Ow! Also be aware that you'll have to increase your suntan lotion SPF level the higher you go up in altitude.
Yes.
Are you stuck?
Chris, you weren't here when we went over last week's goals. You did the Taco Bell one again. Did you have Taco Bell and or lose weight?
Don't take the shine away. The topic was important, and yes, you stay on topic.
Yes. See,
I'm not taking the shine away. I'm just saying it just feels a little anticlimactic for me for some reason. I thought there would be more to it somehow.
Talk about once.
You, God damn it, get out of there. I don't want you flipping that switch. Enough.
Hey, how about some goals for this week?
God, dog doesn't learn for shit.
My lady friend has been watching Viking on Netflix. Now I'm a Viking nerd.
I'm now a Viking. Were there a lot of black Vikings? Probably not.
There might have been.
That'd be interesting to look up.
No, Chris, you're joining us in red.
I mean, they ran around the world fucking everybody else, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fuck everybody.
Everybody has DNA. It's like half, like a huge population of the Asian people have Genghis Khan's DNA. That's just one man. That's not an entire race.
No, he pillaged. And he raped a lot.
Yeah.
And he pillaged a little more.
Pillaged everything.
What, you little bitch?
My goal was to talk about 4 times and lose weight. I ate it once, so yellow. But I did lose weight, 8 pounds from Tuesday.
Well, hell yeah. Okay,
8
then
pounds?
Yellow. If you
Holy
lost
shit.
weight, you can.
No, that's 8 pounds in a week.
Okay, that's awesome.
Holy fuck, dude. Good job. Oh, damn it. It's my ball. No.
She's like, I want the ball.
It's mine. You have your own.
No, she doesn't. She ate the other one. She needs a new one again.
She's got like 3 balls outside.
Yes, black Vikings did exist. I figured they would.
Huh. I didn't know that.
No. Michael, what is your goal for this week?
To not kill the dog.
That's not a fitness goal. That's just, well, I guess it could
sure
be mental health.
Mental health. My goal, I'm aiming to keep everything green.
We're gonna go for week 3.
We've got 4 weeks left in this challenge. I want 4 weeks of green, and so far I'm doing it. I still have to play and then walk a little bit later before I go to bed, which is why I'm not going to bed early tonight. But I do want to start going to the gym at 6 in the morning so that it doesn't interrupt my day at all, and I can start doing riding sprints Monday through Friday.
Okay.
So I've got a plan-ish. Let's just see if I can make it work.
My goal for this week is to make a menu. I would say stick to it, but well, no.
Planning is different than doing.
Well, I'm not giving myself enough time to stick to it. Because we're starting next week because you didn't want to start on Thursday.
Oh, with the
protein days. And
oh, we didn't have a plan for my protein day, so I said
I know. That's so I want to make a menu and make a plan.
Okay.
So it won't be and stick to it because it will just have started. Because you start on Sundays, right?
No, for this challenge I've been starting on Mondays.
Oh, okay. So you're start on Monday, but
Monday through Sunday. I don't have money for Taco Bell this week, so let's go with Instapot 4 times.
okay.
There you go. Instapot. So I've got Trader Joe's, I've got Kung Pao chicken, I've got teriyaki chicken, I've got a bag of chicken.
Let's see.
I can do a bag. I can do chicken salad with the Southwestern ranch dressing I bought, which is great.
Neo just wants me to type.
4 workout days, lose 3 pounds, and handle my stress better when things come up, such as 10-minute walks to calm down. And a partridge in a pear tree.
Right? I'm like
4 workout days, losing 3 pounds. Two punches thrown. And trying not to stress out. That took me way too long. The goal is to watch Michael and Sam do a meal prep video. I want to. I want to record prepping the Trader Joe stuff. It's really stupid easy.
Yeah.
And it only costs $2 a meal. But nobody can keep my kitchen clean for longer than 1 day. And I am tired.
You only get it like 3/4 of the way clean, and then it's trashed again. And I'm not even the one that trashes it. I've been cleaning up my own damn messes. Did I clean up your mess?
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
I cleaned up all the coffee crap off the other side of the counter today. The coffee crap that you left there 4 days ago.
Sorry.
Yeah, everybody forgets. That's the problem. Wine glasses that my daughter used days ago, weeks ago, she was supposed to clean them because I can't fit them in the dishwasher. So she was supposed to hand wash them, and she hasn't. All of my forks are missing. I've got 2 fucking spoons left out of 20.
I don't have
And all of my trays, I used to have a stack this fucking tall of recycled trays, poof, gone like a fart in the wind.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead, do a meal prep video. I would like to.
Now we have a pig.
No, get away from my. Why does she like going over by my computer, David?
Know what's happening.
It's all
Ready?
slobbery.
Go get a pig.
Damn nanners using all the wine glasses and spoons. Wait, the dog ate the trays? No. I think my daughter ate the forks and my son ate the plastic trays.
I honestly think if we went in there and pulled everything out from Annika's little
half my
hidey hole,
silverware will be under
all
there.
your dishes are under there.
I'm still missing a bowl, one of my nice expensive ceramic bowls. It's been missing for months.
Like, it's not in here. I'm like, I bet if I went in there and pulled all her shit out from under there, I'd find a shit ton of dishes.
I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Then. Teach her to hide dirty dishes in the dishwasher. Real sneaky like.
What, the dog or Annika?
Annika.
We're going to teach nanners to like retrieve dishes.
To retrieve dishes.
Because she goes in Annika's space all the time to grab her toys.
I know. She steals stuff from Annika all the time. Just teach her to steal dishes.
Yeah. That'd be convenient as fuck.
Right?
Let's teach my dog a practical skill. Fuck rolling over. Fetch me a dish.
Fetch me the dirty dishes, Nana.
I get way more use out of that.
Are we done? I think we did a good job tonight.
Yeah, we didn't veer off too bad. So
yeah, I think it's good.
Tomorrow I will have this edited on YouTube, and then I'll upload it on Thursday.
That'd be good because it's one of the first ones we've done that's actually like good and needs put up.
Yeah, one that's worthy. That isn't such a clusterfuck.
Is everybody ready for me to do my outro?
There you go. Your attempt. May the pulse be with you.
Okay, hold on. I need to fortify.
I need to steel my nerves.
Okay. If you enjoyed this train wreck of a show, you can join us live on Tuesday nights on Crossing Colorado's YouTube channel, live at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. You can sometimes catch this on Spotify. You can always catch the replay on Crossing Colorado's YouTube. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can always comment on any of Crossing Colorado's videos. Mike's really good about getting back to them. I try to be. We're also on X, but we don't use it. Instagram. We're decent on Instagram.
What is X?
Twitter.
It's fucking Twitter.
It's Twitter. I know. Which is why I haven't even logged into it with my new with my phone.
So you still have the original Twitter logo still?
Maybe.
Or did it change?
I think it changed. Instagram. Mike's on Instagram.
Yes. I pay attention to Instagram. I get Instagram messages instantly. So like when Ada sends me stuff, my phone will go off.
So and always on anywhere on the website. Right? Do you have a contact form on the
There
website?
is a contact form on crossingcolorado.com, and usually when you reply or comment on any of those blog posts, I get the email immediately. And if it says a new comment on video, blog post, social media, I try to be on the ball.
So thank you so much for joining us. Let's have a healthy week. And I didn't fuck it up.
I'm the only person that does.
I didn't fuck it up.
All right.
I think it's the first one in a long time. See, I just needed a good drink of alcohol before I did it.
We needed to be liquored up to do our outro. Welcome to my world.
Cheers.
Welcome.
Have a great week, guys.
And we'll see you next time. Don't forget that those of you who are watching Rider Sanctuary's Riding Sprints, I will be on tomorrow at 10:30. This is going to be the first time that I'm going to try to do Riding Sprints Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And if it looks like it's something I'm able to handle, well, they'll be permanent. Those will be on ridersanctuary.com's YouTube channel starting tomorrow at 10:30 Mountain Time, which is 12:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 Pacific.
And if you like just the sounds for the riding sprints without,
yeah, they're on.
You can get them on Creative Sanctuary.
That's a YouTube channel. So
look at us go.
All right, we're awesome.
Yay!
On to the next.
Have a great week, guys. Thanks for joining us.
And we'll see you next time.